Hey Dazers, it's your girl Rainisha back with another Rainy Days. Today I'm going to show you guys how I created this look. It's inspired by Sailor Moon. I got some Sailor Moon brushes in and I wanted to try those out. So I got some Sailor Moon brushes in. These are them. I used a few of them. These were the ones I used. I used all of the face ones, a couple of the eye ones, and these are the ones I didn't use. They're just so beautiful. I mainly used them because they're the only clean brushes I have right now, and I don't think that I'm gonna put them in regular rotation of the brushes that I use when I'm doing my makeup. They weren't terrible, but they definitely weren't the best quality brushes that I have. So I'm probably gonna set those to the side just for decoration in my room. But other than that, this look, guys, this is what we're here for. If you wanna see how I did this look, stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, share, all of that good stuff. Hit that notification button so that when I do drop these videos, you know right away when I post them. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. Stay tuned. So today I'm using my ColourPop Cosmetics Uh Huh Honey palette. I'm starting off with the color Stinger and I'm blending that into my crease, as you guys can see here, just right above my brow bone, or right below my brow bone. And of course, I'm doing the same thing to the other side. I like to do this. I start off with a transition shade just to make it easier to blend out other shades when I'm using them so that they're not so harsh. And so now I'm going in with an eyeshadow, kind of a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm using the shade Totally Buggin'. I love that name. And I'm popping that right where I want my crease to be. You guys know I love making my crease a little bit higher than where it really is, just to make my eyes seem a little bit bigger because they're so tiny. And because we put down that transition shade before, it acts as a base for all the other colors that we're using, just to help them pop a little bit more, make the color more intense than they would have been had I not used that transition shade. So now I'm going in with a flatter eyeshadow brush and we're using the shade Buzzkill. And this is gonna help to make the crease a little more defined. Like I said before, you guys know I like creating a crease higher than what mine really is, just to make my eyes a little bit bigger and to give me a little more room to play around on the lid with. I'm going for an exaggerated cat eye look today. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just creating that shape that I want with that same Buzzkill shade. Now, if there's anything you know about Rainisha and makeup, is that your girl love a good cut crease. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm using my Maybelline Master Conceal concealer today. It's in the shade 20 Light. And I'm just using that with a angled brush. This one I honestly got from the dollar store and I love using it for my cut crease looks because it just cuts that crease nice and crisp how I need it to be. So I'm using the concealer to clean up my eyelid with that concealer, and then also exaggerating the shape of the cat eye that we're gonna go for today. Now we're going in with one of those Sailor Moon eyeshadow brushes in the shade Dandy. We're gonna pack that right into the area where we cut the crease with the concealer before. The concealer acts as a base just to help those shimmer shades pop more, because I like my shimmers to shine. Now I'm going in with one of the other Sailor Moon eyeshadow brushes, and I'm using the shade Sunburst. I'm gonna put that right over where I put Dandy. Adding these two shades together just gives me more of a shine that I really love, because I love anything that's shiny, glittery, sparkly, all of that good stuff. Decided to try to do my eyeliner on screen today. I know I usually do it off screen just because it's easier for me, but I do want to show you guys how I apply my liquid liner. You can see that I'm getting really close to the lash line because I like to get as close to the lash line with liquid liners just so that it doesn't have that weird funky gap you see sometimes when girls don't get close enough to the lash line. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking my time to try to get as close to the lash line as possible. If you're a beginner with liquid eyeliner, I suggest you use extreme patience with yourself. Take it slow, do it nice and soft. Don't try to rush through the process. This is definitely one of those things where you have to trust the process, but you also want to try your best to have a steady hand and just take your time with it. Don't rush through this step. This side is my difficult side, so I did most of the eyeliner off screen, but here I am just trying to fix it up a little bit more just to make it more symmetrical to the other side. And so because we're going for a sharp, dramatic cat eye today, I'm just taking some concealer to clean up the edges. I want it to be super sharp, so that's what the concealer is for. And so now I'm going in with my Maybelline Colossal Volume Express mascara. I'm applying that to my top and bottom lashes. I always apply mascara to my top and bottom lashes just because I feel like it makes the look complete, but I'm also applying mascara before I apply lashes. So now I'm gonna apply some Striplash. These ones, I believe I got off of Amazon. They were like an 18 pack of eyelashes. And I just wanted to share my struggle with you guys because I am no pro at applying lashes. I'm fairly new to it. And I just wanted to show you guys if I could do it, you could do it too, because, ooh, the struggle was real. It took me like a good 5 tries to get the lash on this eye. I don't know why, it just was not cooperating with me. It was so hard. I tried my best, guys. It was not perfect, so don't come for me, don't judge me. I really tried though. Now it's my favorite step of all my makeup steps, filling in my brows. I'm going in with my usual Wet n Wild ColorIcon pencil in the shade Mink Brown. I'm just using that to fill in the sparse areas. And then after that, I'm gonna use my eyeshadow brush to help fill that in, smooth it out, and then of course brush it through just so that it looks as natural as possible. Now I'm applying blush using a fluffy face brush and my Kylie Cosmetics Koko Kollection face palette. I don't know the shade of this blush, but it's my go-to. And I'm using a fan brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm using the bronze shade in my baked highlight trio from Hard Candy. Now I'm using one of my Wet n Wild ColorIcon pencils in the shade Simma Brown now. The technique that I like to use, I call it the Kim Possible lip technique. I fill in my top lip completely, and this creates the illusion of a smaller top lip. Both of my lips are pretty much equally full in size, and I like my top lip to look a little bit smaller than my bottom lip. I like my bottom lip to look nice and plump. So this technique that I use here just kind of helps me with that. Now I'm gonna apply some liquid lipstick. This is the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade French Maid. I start off applying it to that empty space on my bottom lip just because that's where I want the color to be concentrated the most. But I go in and fill in all of my lips with that shade just to kind of even it out. And then you can see here how that lip liner effect really makes that top lip look a little bit smaller and the bottom lip a lot fuller. And now to make the lips match the eyes just a little bit more, I'm going to be taking my Kylie Cosmetics Metal Matte Lipstick in the shade Lord. And I'm just dabbing a little bit of that onto the center of my lips, again, just to bring in some gold to the lips to match the gold in the eyes a little bit.